I know, you guys. I should have taken a couple of days off. There's so much shit going on. I know that the Navy issued the the thing about the swastikas and the nooses, and I believe that they got so much pushback they had to reverse course on that one. Not that that's bad. I mean, we lost 400,000 of our service members fighting Nazism and fascism. I, I, I mean, really, how far are we going to go with this? Really? This is, what is this called? Fuck, is this like extinction burst behavior? Like, this is like, in behavioral therapy, they use that term. I'm sure most of you have maybe heard of it. Extinction burst, where like, let's call it temper tantrum. Like when a kid's throwing a fucking fit and it gets worse and worse, they double down, triple down, quadruple down until they finally just, because they know they're losing, they know they're not going to win, but they just throw it all out there. That's kind of what's happening now, because he's fucked. I mean, he's underwater. MTG just resigned and left the GOP in a fucking lurch as far as they didn't raise their thin majority. MTG, my heart does go out to you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, do you think he has a thing against women journalists? No, he has a thing against women. Of course he does. I'm going to tell you, I fell down some fucking rabbit holes on my days off, and I fell down the Ivana rabbit hole and her death. You guys. I mean, it's easy to throw things out. It's easy to say, oh yeah, I got into that happened, and then that happened, and that happened. So many things have happened in this dude's life. About the helicopter crash that started the string of, and I'm just asking questions, but a lot of his Trump org staff went down in a fucking helicopter and all died. First of all, it wasn't the Trump org helicopter, which they always flew on. Just once, they used a different helicopter and it crashed and it killed all of them, thereby allowing Trump to blame them for all of his casino losses, right? This fucking guy, man. Yeah. And then Ivana, whoa. What I didn't know was that Ivana died the night before she was to be deposed by the AG in New York on fraud allegations against the Trump organization. She is the mother of Dumber, Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka. And Don Jr. and Ivanka and her were all set to be deposed the next day. And she fell down this fucking stairs. And she had a cup of coffee. This is why it looks. She had a cup of coffee in her hand. But the coffee didn't spill until she was like right at the bottom. So if she fell down the stairs, how did that happen? Plus, blunt force torso injuries. She didn't fall by any of the injuries usually linked to death by falling down the stairs. Top it all off, she lived in this nice penthouse in Upper East Side of New York City. She had a fucking elevator. She never used the stairs. So anyway, that's a whole fucking other thing. And then he buried her on his fucking golf course in Bedminster. That's where he buried his kid's mother. We need to ask more questions. We have to ask more fucking questions. The helicopter incident, that. And then Epstein, come on, man. Epstein was threatening him, directly threatening him through Steve Bannon, who was still talking to Trump and relaying messages. Let's talk about this for a second. He lashed out at a reporter from ABC just days after he was accused of verbally abusing another woman journalist by calling her Piggy. The incident's linked to Trump's anger over questions related to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, his BFF. These comments have ignited fierce criticism across the American media landscape, as it should. The latest confrontation unfolded during a high-profile White House meeting with Saudi Arabia's crown prince and murderer, dismemberer of journalists, Mohammed bin Salman. Then when ABC correspondent Mary Bruce questioned whether businessmen dealings between Trump organization and Saudi partners posed a conflict of interest. Trump quickly grew irritated. Tensions escalated further when Bruce pressed the crown prince about the 2018 murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, reminding him that U.S. intelligence agencies had concluded he orchestrated the killing. Why should Americans trust you? She asked. Trump erupted, labeling ABC, fake news, you're fake news. No questions from you. He had nothing to do with that. He's got nothing to do with it. That's what Trump said. And that's okay. And they said, what killed journalist Khashoggi? He was controversial. That's what the president said. You know he was controversial. So, kill him? He's very irritated. Trump is in a downward death spiral that we are all just loving to watch. At least I am. He is unraveling in real time. It is so fucking cool to see. I'm telling you, it is. Just enjoying it. I mean, I might not even have to eat today. I'm so satisfied by this downward spiral. I'm so satisfied by his dissembling. Congress had on the same day voted overwhelmingly to release the long-sought documents related to Epstein. Trump shot back, declaring, "It's not a question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you're a terrible reporter." Insisted he had nothing to do with Epstein and dismissed the scandal as a hoax. Pointing at Bruce, he added, "Your crappy company is one of the perpetrators." Really? Of the Epstein hoax? So why did you vote to release it? Why did your whole administration buck you? That's all. He had to come in on the back end and try to act like, I ordered them to do this. I told them to all vote this way. I did. Yeah. I just ran a doggy obstacle course trying to avoid the release of these files, but suddenly I just changed my mind. Yeah. Because that's what a leader does. I mean, he is just liable to stop on a dime and twist and go in a whole opposite direction. Because that's what we love out of our leaders. Deliberative, strategic reasoning from a stable mind. That's what we want in our leaders, huh? So earlier on Friday aboard Air Force One, he'd similarly berated Bloomberg reporter Catherine Lucy, saying, quiet, Piggy, when she asked a question why he would not release material related to Epstein. If nothing is incriminating. The exchange went viral after emerging on social media days later, with CNN's Jake Tapper calling Trump's comment disgusting and completely unacceptable. This is where we're at, right? Because they're all saying, like Caroline Levitt said, he's the most transparent president ever. America voted for this. They have a mandate. They voted overwhelmingly for him. We all know he's a pig. We all know he's a misogynist and he hates women. We all know that. That's why I have my job, because I just look good. That's what he's about. He doesn't like women. He's never liked women. He uses them when he needs them, and that's it. He makes business relationships, Kim and Melania. That's transactional. That's President Trump. And they're just saying, well, you voted for it. You knew he was a fucking pig when you voted for him. That's true. But journalists have to stand up for themselves. They cannot be berated like this in public every fucking day. It's worse and worse and worse. Just for that all valuable access? Are you fucking serious? Stick up for yourselves. Enough is enough.